genuinely keep that to yourself. Like, I don't want to see you crying. I don't want to see you sad. Like, okay, something upset you today. Don't tell me. Don't look at me for like a hug, a shoulder to cry on, because I ain't gonna be there. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's keep. I cannot stand when a guy comes up to me and tries to tell me his feelings and open up to me. And I already know y'all finna be like, this is why, man. No, I don't care. I don't care. I put this showed up and I put this showed up and I dropped them. Because I never cared about a man crying. You guys will literally open up to and be like, so this is what happened in my past. Baby, I actually don't care. Like, whenever a guy tells me about his past, I genuinely associate that with him wanting to be done dirty. Like, you're willingly telling me everything that, all your trauma, like I am shiesty. I'm going to use that against you. I'm going to use that in you against an argument. Don't tell me about your issue, because I will use that. You're never gonna go a day, a night, an hour, a second without hearing your worst memory, because you told me that. I didn't ask for that. I didn't ask for all that. Like, I didn't ask for that. Like, please do not open up to me. Like, please do not. Like, you're crying to me, I'm looking like, oh. And it's especially worse when you be telling them something that they do wrong. That's why I don't even tell men what they do wrong no more. I just do what I need to do. You tell them what they do, they're wrong. Okay, well, what about you? What about me? I can cheat. I can go out and do whatever I want. I'm a girl. I'm just having fun. You need to have some accountability. You're a man. Act like one.
Man, if you ever needed a walking red flag, boom, there she go. Shorty bragging about breaking dudes like it's a hobby, even the one she call a man. Imagine wifing that up. Boy, life gonna feel like a group project with the devil. So yeah, we don't stop caring too. Keep them tears, them stories, them I had a long day speeches. We matching energy now. You cold, we cold too.
This is a public apology to the man that just approached me in the park. I mean, I don't feel that bad at the end of the day, but I'm sitting here on the swing with my Jimmy Johns, earbuds in, protecting my peace, enjoying the afternoon, and some man just comes up to me and is like, he got my attention to get my little earbuds out, and he was like, you look very peaceful. And I was like, yeah, I am. And he was like, yeah, I could just tell that you were just over here like having a peaceful moment. And I was like, I am, and leave it to a man to interrupt that. That was literally my response. And then I just put my earbuds back in. Poor guy said, oh, and walked away. Like, this is probably why men are afraid to approach me, because, like, you ought to be afraid. You picked the wrong one today. Like, I don't have patience for any of that, in fact. But also, if you see a woman just enjoying her peace, maybe let her. I don't know. You don't always have to ruin it as a man. Like...
Yeah, laugh it up, shawty. Replay that giggle in your head, because that spotlight about to dim real quick. Dudes peeping the game. Ain't nobody trying to get clowned just for saying what's up. You don't reject, you humiliate. Look at you smiling like you want a prize.
Like my man Kevin Samuels said, winter is coming, baby.
You know how I know that men are literally dogs? Because a woman will be with a man for 5, 6, 7, sometimes even 10 years, begging for this man to put a ring on it and marry her, and he goes, no, like, I'm just not ready, I'm not ready. She goes, you know what? F off, I'm giving you the ultimatum. You either marry me or we break things off. Majority of the time, men will go, you know what? We're just gonna break things off then. And within 1 year, a single year.
Man, y'all stay playing with dudes like it's a full-time job. You know exactly who getting a hey big head text and who paying that light bill. We ain't slow, we peep the game too. We know who wife material and who just Wi-Fi material. Call it what you want, but best believe we choosing careful, cause our peace and paycheck and life on the line. You always talking about you don't go clubbing cause of dudes. So why you mad now? Ain't this what you wanted? Men finally leaving you alone and you still complaining. You said you go for the vibes and your girls, right? So go ahead and enjoy it, girl. The streets granted your wish.
Y'all, I really realized that I'm the problem. Like, I'm taking accountability as to why people don't try to approach me in person, because I feel like I'd be giving off a vibe. Like, every time I see somebody, you know how you could see somebody like interested in you? I was at Wawa today. Boy, he looking at me. I'm like, all right, let me just not look his way. Like, but I had to walk past him to get into the store. He was outside, so I walked past. He like, hey, how are you? I'm like, I'm good, thanks. Like, but I keep it pushing because I do not want him to talk to me. Then he like, you are just so beautiful. Can I tell you are gorgeous? I'm like, thank you. And I just keep it pushing, mind you. Like, I could have been like, oh, thanks. Like, you know, like, how are you? You know, but I just don't like when people talk to me. So it's like, okay. How could I always complain that nobody approaching me when I'm giving a do not approach vibe?
Hold up. Did she just take accountability? Girl, lift your head up real quick. Let me check if there's an Adam's apple stuck in that throat. Cause ain't no way that's a real woman talking like that. Ain't no way.
A friend of mine said, the sooner men realize, understand, and accept the fact that women don't make sense and they're not supposed to make sense, 99% of their problems with women will just vanish, go away. And he's so right. And it's a he, by the way, it's a guy. He said this. I just took a moment and thought about that, and I was like, wow, you know what? You just summed it all up. You really just did. Women are not supposed to make sense. The more you try to make sense of them, the more you try to straighten them out, the more they'll just break. You're gonna be the one at the end of that breaking.
Hey, why it feel like you just nodding along trying to duck responsibility? I get dude's point, but you sound like you just found a new excuse to wild out and act foul. Nah, we not letting you stamp that as a pass to be toxic. We men want the same energy we giving. Equal effort, equal investment, period.
Okay, I posted a video about like how a man approached me at the bar, and I was like, that was so funny, blah, blah, blah. Like, why don't more men do this? Because they're not doing it anymore. And then so many men were coming at me like, no, women should approach men. You know, like, we are so done being disrespected and blah, 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 blah. Listen, here's what I have to say. My girlfriends and I had a really good conversation about this last night, and my one girlfriend works in a barber shop, okay? So there was one barber who has been married for 25 years and counting, and then another barber who's 35 and single, okay? The married man was like, yo, what is going on with dating these days? Like, what is happening? What is going on? And the single guy was like, well, I'm done approaching women because they're disrespectful and blah, blah, blah. The married man was like, okay, well, what happens when you get rejected or whatever? Like, what do you do? Do you just move on and try again? Like, what are you doing? And he's like, no, I actually fight them on it. And I want to like prove my point and just like let them know that they've been disrespectful and like, whatever, I'm going to argue it. And he was like, why don't you just take the L, move on, and then try again? What do you think that I did? I didn't get rejected before I found my wife? What do you think is happening? That has happened since eternity. And all of a sudden now all these men are like, cry back baby bitches. Sorry, maybe your mom coddled you a little bit.
We don't give a damn what dudes before us was doing. If it's wrong, it's wrong. We ain't putting ourselves through that weak-ass humiliation. Funny thing, you say men should feel proud getting emasculated, but the second we ignore you and don't chase, you pop off on social media like we owe you an explanation.
The problem with society today is men don't yearn for women anymore. They don't go off to battle to defend her honor. They don't strike down a person who disrespects her. They don't cherish the ground that she walks on. No, instead, they demand anybody and everybody to do the work for them. There's no accountability. It used to be back in the day, in certain cultures, men were not allowed to hit, harm, or slander women. If they did, they would get flogged. I mean, beaten to... And that doesn't happen anymore. Instead, it's like a male mating call and ritual where they defend each other even when they're in the wrong. It forces women to become their own protector, which is why they claim so many women are masculine. It's also why a lot of women don't want to be in a relationship anymore. So this male lonely epidemic has become a thing because women are like, you're not yearning for me. You're not giving me a reason why you would be suitable to be in my life. What am I benefit?
We ain't out here defending your honor, cause newsflash, ain't nothing honorable to save. Men of the past protected women because they were feminine and virgins, which you conveniently left out. Y'all can scream male loneliness epidemic all y'all want, but y'all are the ones making videos crying about it.
Anyone who is single and trying to date in this current climate and has been ghosted, like me many times, all the experts online all just say to bow out with grace, go peacefully, don't say anything, just move on with your life. He'll probably come back when he realizes that you're super unbothered. None of the boys have ever come back to me. And do you know what? These boys are just getting off scot-free. They're not facing any consequences to their actions. They're just moving on with their lives. They're not thinking about the girl they screwed over last week or yesterday. They're not thinking about you. They're just allowed to, they're just thinking it's okay to just move on to the next girl and do the same thing to her. Yeah, they're just allowed to keep going on with their cruel actions, it's cruel, the shit that they say to me right before they ghost. It's so completely at odds with how I thought they were and everything. It's so fucking confusing, and they're just allowed to keep doing it. They're just going to keep doing it because there's no consequences, there's no ramifications, there's no accountability. They're not taking any accountability.
Hey yo, look who talking about accountability. You? Please. That's why dudes keep ghosting you. We done woke up, shawty. We back to choosing peace, not problems. Ain't nobody making you the center of our world no more. Our grind, our goals, our vibe, that's the priority. We ain't never falling for that trap again. Believe that.
It is what it is. It is what it is.